Hi, this is Terry, the Teal Raven. Welcome to podcast number 8. Today is the 3rd of September, maybe? It's Labor Day, whatever day it is. This is my Rhapsody and Cable sweater. It's moving along really nicely. You see I've got my front arm done and the front half of the vest. It's completely open in the back. But the way it's being constructed is so cool. There's no seaming. There was no seaming on this arm at all. It went up the front, and from the front it worked out. You put stitches on hold. You worked out in the sleeve, and then you work across this back bar. And now I picked up the stitches in the front here, and I'm working across this way. So really lovely. I can't wait to get it finished. The yarn is so perfect. It's just soft and it's crunchy and thick at the same time, but really it's cool enough that I'm going to be able to wear it at any time. I wanted to show you when you have two skeins of yarn of the same by the same independent dyer. Now this is it works for machine washed garbage truck day. It's Labor Day. What are they doing out? Even machine made yarns instead of just indie dyed yarns. They come in lot numbers, or they're just given to you in a big group from an indie dyer. Anyway, the point I'm trying to make is that when you stitch, I have both of those balls attached to this piece, and I do 4 stitches in one direction, and then I switch and I do 4 stitches with the other yarn, so that I mix it up together, and that keeps it from getting weird chunky blocks of color. Ooh, I'm all tangled down here. Let me get my foot out from underneath this. Okay, guess that yarn's staying there for a while. Oh well. It is what it is. It can be there. It won't matter. Okay, let's see what I've got done here. I have socks finished. Yay! These are the Evie socks from Stray Cat Sock Works. And I have been saying all along that these are pink and cream. No, they're pink and green. They are definitely pink and light green. And I got on the website because it was driving me crazy because everybody kept saying that it was pink and green. And I kept saying it was pink and cream. And that yarn is still stuck to my shoe. Darn it. Oh well. Website says pink and green. So I guess everybody is right and I'm wrong, which doesn't happen very often. Well, it actually happens all the time. But these are the socks. These are for Megan. They've got they're partially cashmere. They're merino wool cashmere. I think there might be some silk in here, so they're super, super soft. And I'm taking these up to give to her at the wedding, which is in just 2 weeks. 2 weeks, and my son gets married to one of the most amazing women on the planet. Honestly, she is incredible. I mean, she's got her master's in oceanography. She is gorgeous. So brains and beauty, and how did he ever snag her? I will never know. I mean, he's a great guy, but she is just a phenomenal woman. So happy for them both. Up at the wedding, I will be seeing my goddaughter's daughter. Her name is Bridget Rose, and I made her a little boxy by Hohi Locatelli. When it's spread out, it looks like a box. She's only 2. This is only for a 2-year-old, and it's big and wide. But when they put it on, the shoulders are like here and the arms come down. So it's just like a regular sweater, but when they open up their arms, they're like flying squirrels. Hey, I'm a flying squirrel. This colorway is called, it's from Ancient Arts, and it's their sock NATO base, and the name of the colorway was Bees. Bees, which I love bees. It has little pieces of lavender in it. See some of the lavender here, but mostly it's browns and golds, and it should translate well over to a little boy sweater if they ever decide to have any more children and one of them happens to be a boy. That would be lovely. So really pretty. There's some neat, you see it, it's stockinette all the way through, and then it has some garter stitching here at the top. Uses a 3-needle bind off for, or 3-needle bind off for the seam, for the seam in the shoulders. It was really, I want to say it was a quick knit, but during the stockinette part here, it seemed to take a long time. But it is, once I got to the shoulder, or where you break for the underarm, things went really fast. So a lot of fun. I have a feeling I will be making more of these. If they like it, then I would love to make her a couple more, because the sizes in the pattern go clear up to the teenage years, and then there are adult boxies, so you can wear little sweaters that match your kids, which is always fun. Coffee break. Still using my Ember. I love it so much. Okay, here is something, has nothing to do with knitting, but something that I've been doing. These are called drunken raisins. What you do is, if you have arthritis like I do, you take golden raisins, put them in a jar, fill it with gin, and let it sit for 7 days. And every night you take a nice heaping tablespoon of the drunken raisins. There's something in the gin, and there's something in the stuff that they make the raisins gold with that are anti-inflammatories. And I tell you, it works. It really works. Besides that, the gin puts you to sleep, which is kind of fun. I'm not a big gin drinker as a rule, but this little thing works. I guess Paul Harvey used to swear by them, and I can see why, because they taste terrible. I mean, absolutely awful. If you have little kids in the house, I doubt very seriously if they're going to be breaking into the raisins, because they are unpalatable. But whether or not it's just a placebo effect that's happening with my knee, or whether it's actually working, I don't care. It's working, whether it's placebo or not. I'll take what I can get at this point. Okay, this acquisitions. I have, this just arrived in the mail. It's called this is from Ancient Arts. This is their Little Nettle Soft Base, and it's from their Meow collection. The color is Flame Point Siamese. I remember I said several podcasts ago that I was going to get this Siamese color. Isn't it beautiful? Tans and teals, my favorite colors, obviously. My tattoos are tans and teals. I absolutely love it. Probably going to be socks for myself. I just love this so much, though. Maybe I might make a hat. I've got a neat pattern for a hat, so maybe I'll do a hat with it. But really, really lovely. And again, the yarns in the Woof and Meow collections, a portion of the proceeds go to help shelter animals. So it's worth a good cause. Other things I got in acquisitions. Look at this. Look at this blue yarn. Oh my God. This 49% wool. I'm gonna have to read it. 34% mohair, 11% nylon, 4% acrylic, and 2% silk. Give it that beautiful shine. This is gorgeous stuff. Gorgeous yarn. Ancient Arts. The colorway is, I don't know what the colorway, oh, it's called Revival. Really beautiful. And I'm making this scarf. This scarf is called Henry. It's by Marilka Sattler. Sattler. I got the pattern on Ravelry. I think I paid for it. I'm not sure. Anyway, he wanted a beautiful man's scarf. My foster son, Justin, my squeak, I love you so much, Justin. He wanted a nice man's scarf, and I found this pattern, and his response when he saw it was, "My God, that's gorgeous," and it is. And so I wanted to get him the perfect yarn to go with it, and I think I succeeded. This yarn is going to be just lovely, and the pattern, you can see it's kind of a herringbone pattern in there. I think it's going to be the type of scarf that he'll wear his whole life. I'm hoping. So, good man. He's a good man, and he has a really lovely podcast of his own. It's Justin Lively, Lively, and he writes music and records on his station. He's written one called Uranium Skies that's just beautiful. Absolutely love it. So you can check him out, or send me a private message, Terry Sparks Nugent, and I will get back to you with the link to his site. Okay, this next thing here, this is my spinning. I don't have a Lazy Kate, so I'm using toilet paper rolls. Lazy Kate is something that you put, it's like 3 of these things on a wooden deal, and they spin. You want them to spin independently so you can ply the yarns together. So this is my first one, and then I'll be plying them. I use clover clips for everything. So the clover clip on this is keeping it nice and snug for not unraveling. I'm doing better with my width of my yarn. It's about like that. This is on a drop spindle, and I'm hoping to ply these 2 together. I'm finishing up another one in the next couple days, and I'll do my first ply, and I will have that ready for my next podcast. So it takes quite a while for me to spin. I'm still learning. This is how the roving comes. Look at this. Isn't that cool? This is by BZB Fibers, and this colorway is called the Raven. Of course I was going to get it. It's called the Raven. Beautiful colors. This, I actually asked for an 8-ounce piece, so normally I think she sells them in 4 ounces at a time, but look at those colors. So beautiful. I didn't want to get something that was too, with big chunks of like blue and then purple and then like, because I'm not up to spinning that yet. I wanted something that was all kind of one piece so that I could spin it and have a monochromatic looking sock out of it, or hat. I haven't decided what I'm going to make yet, so I'm still in the spinning process. But this is called roving. This is already prepared, ready for the spinning wheel or for your drop spindle. So really super soft and squishy stuff. I love it. I wish I could just make a whole bed of this stuff and dive right into it. It's that soft and squishy. I'll put that over there. Next thing, I have quite a few things, don't I? I think I need another cup of coffee here. Perfect temperature. Love it. Okay, I have this. These are all the bits and pieces left over from all the different socks and sweaters and hats that I've made in the past year, and I just stick them in a bag like this, and then I look for a project that will use all those things. And sometimes it's like pillows or afghans or whatever. This time I found a pattern called Be Relentless. And it's designed by Kino Knits, Kino Knits, KINOKnits.com. Gloves for my daughter Kelly. Power gloves. She is going to rock Pride Parade in those gloves. Aren't they amazing? Can't see the top. There we go. There's another picture of them close up. Each of the sections of the glove is a different pattern. Goes all the way back. So it doesn't get boring. I have slip stitching in there. I think I might have brioche in there. Lots of different things going on, which is so cool. I love those. And I showed them to Kelly, and she really liked them too. So I'm happy. Yay! She's gonna get those. Things I'm working on in quilting. Oh, this is really heavy. This is called Sunset at Sea. It's the quilt. It's going to be a king-size quilt, and it's all triangles. It's going to be a lot of work, but I'm making it for Mike and Megan. They're the couple that are getting married, and again, she has her master's in oceanography. He's a computer programmer, and I wanted to make them a quilt that had something to do with the ocean. And I found this one, and Megan just fell in love with it. And Mike actually agreed with it too. A lot of times he looks at quilts that Megan likes, and she's a girly girl, and she likes things with pink and flowers and stuff. And he looks at it and it's like, I'm not sleeping under that. This one he really liked as well, so he's sleeping under it. I bought the kit because look at all the fabric. There's so much fabric. I was going to have to spend 2 hours at the quilt store picking out this fabric, and another 40 minutes at the cutting table having the lady cut it out for me. Now I know that this is going to be exactly like it is in the picture, which makes it not a unique quilt, but oh my God, look at this fabric. It's so much. It's just, it's heavy. It's like 8 pounds of fabric. It's crazy, but so beautiful. I can't wait to get started on it. I'm not starting it until after the wedding though, because I just don't have time. There's so much going on. We're gonna in the next 2 weeks we're gonna be getting ready to head on up there, and we're driving and spending the night in Bend, Oregon. We'll be hopefully caravanning with 2 friends of ours that are going to be heading up as well, and we'll all spend the night in Bend, Oregon, and then head on up to the wedding. It's going to be at the Salish Lodge, which is a gorgeous lodge. I don't know if you ever saw the show Twin Peaks, but that took place in the Salish Lodge, and it's the same place that President Eisenhower's daughter got married there, and coincidentally, she married a Nugent, which is my last name. So another Nugent is going to be getting married there very shortly. It's exciting. There's waterfalls there, and we should have a great time. All my kids are coming out. My godson and goddaughter and their husbands and wives are coming. My goddaughter's daughter, Bridget Rose, is going to be there. One of my very best friends, Eileen, is going to be there. And, of course, everybody from Megan's side of the family. Oh golly, Smed and Terry are going to be there. We named Michael after Smed, so he's coming up for the wedding. And then Michael's Uncle Jim is coming as well. So we're going to be well represented in the Nugent side of the family. Can't wait to show you all pictures from it. I'm sure she is going to be an absolutely stunning bride. So the final thing is what I'm reading. This is what I'm reading right now. The Tokaido Road by Lucia St. Clair Robson. Lucia? How do you say that? Lucia? Lucia. Really, it's so good. If you like Shogun, or if you like books about feudal Japan, this is a great book. It's kind of like, it's a hero's journey, okay? It's a young girl who is a geisha, and she runs away from the house that she's at and travels the Tokaido Road disguised as a young priest, because she's being hunted by her, the madam that ran her house. And she's traveling the Tokaido Road, which is the spice road in Japan. And she is going to avenge her father's death. And she's gathering up ronin, who are masterless samurai. They don't know that she's a woman. They're just following her because they think she's a priest with a good cause, basically. They need a master and they're willing to follow her. So it's kind of like a Mulan story in a way. Very good. It's so good. And it's one of these books where I'm just relishing every word that comes along. The descriptions of that time are lovely, and I'm listening to it on Audible, so I can listen to it while I knit. And the reader is quite good. She does the voices really well, and I recommend it wholeheartedly. So I think that is it. Oh no, one more thing. I want to throw this out here. I don't know if you guys see these advertisements or not, but okay, the Madison Reed hair color, they hooked me. Such good stuff. Okay, not getting paid for endorsing this in any way, shape, or form. This is how it comes. You get a cap, and you get gloves, and you get the thing, and you get the stuff to keep it from burning your forehead, and you get cleansing wipes and shampoos and conditioners. And then there's always little treats in each box that go along with it. This time, this came along, which I'm going to try out today. It's a sample pack of their root coloring stuff, and you just put a little bit of this on the foam, and see how my grays are showing through? I can take and wipe it on there, and it'll cover up those grays until the next time I shampoo, which is really nice for if I have to go out for an evening or whatever to touch up. So I'm going to be trying that. And they gave me this time around 5 coupons for a free box of this stuff. Okay, and I don't get any sort of discount or free box myself. This is to share with anybody. So if any of you guys want one, you know how to get a hold of me. Just ask for one, and I'll give you a thing. It's a $30 value. I think you might have to pay for shipping. I'm not sure. Just says good for first order. I really love it. It dyes my hair beautifully. John does it for me at home. Like I said, it's about $30 for the kit. If you want to sign up for a full-time membership where they send it to you every 8 weeks automatically, it's $19 and free shipping. I'm not willing to do that. I'd rather just get it when I need it, because they have every 8 weeks as the send time, and you can get it sooner than that. But I find that my hair doesn't need to be dyed every 8 weeks. I can go for about 3 months easily and not have to dye. Yeah, I get a little bit of gray showing through, but that's not a bad thing necessarily. I'm 55 after all. And having a little gray pop through every now and then keeps those young whippersnappers in line when I tell them to knock it off. Get off my grass, you damn kids. Holds more weight if you've got a little silver hair. So that's it for this podcast. If you like what you see, click the subscribe button down below and give me a thumbs up. And I hope to see you after the wedding. I'm not going to podcast until after the wedding, which is on the 14th. So I'll have a few weeks off. Thank you very much, and I will talk to you later. Bye.